August 2014 forecast for the month. I apologize if I start to sneeze in this forecast. My allergies are getting crazy out here in the heat. However, it's a beautiful day and starting to be evening. How are you feeling? You've got Venus with you in your first house of self, so you're looking good. There's a sensual vibe to you, and Venus is also helping your finances as well. But let's get into the stars first, and then I'll get to the cards. But I am introducing a new friend. I have the alchemical deck that I'm using from Robert M. Place, but I was in the French Quarter recently of New Orleans and went to Marie Laveau's shop and purchased the new Palladini deck by David Palladini. Apologies. David Palladini has created a beautiful, romantic yet medieval deck with a beautiful color scheme. I will be pulling one card from that. It's really a beautiful deck, and slowly acclimating this deck into my life and vice versa, as I'm sure it needs time to get used to me. So let's start off the month. Venus is with you. That's amazing. And take advantage of that because she'll transit on the 12th of August into Leo, into your second house, though, really reinforcing your finances. Right before then, though, let me skip prior to the 12th. On the 10th, we have our full moon at 18 degrees Aquarius in your 8th house of shared resources. So your 8th house of other people's money that they could lend to you, or you could easily acquire a business partnership or something, share loans, government loans, inheritances, wills, estates, properties. Also, 8th house is death, sex, rebirth, change, regeneration. A full moon in this 8th house could brings things to an awareness or a culmination. There could be an ending in the 8th house. You could be saying goodbye to someone or letting someone go. You know, there's something very spiritual about this. I got distracted for a second while I was talking because I really feel like I channel information in these readings. And there's nothing to be scared of. For those of you Cancers who have dealt with loss, there's nothing to be scared of with release. It doesn't mean you won't feel their presence. And I'm really talking about people who have passed on. I feel like they're very much around you and also able to hear you. So just take comfort in the fact that even though their physical presence isn't here, they are always here in spirit. On the 12th, Venus enters Leo. This is affecting your second house. This could really be a combination of 8th house of shared resources and second house of money. This is good because both money sectors, there's only two, are lit up. They're illuminated by the full moon and then Venus's support in the top half of the month. Now on the 15th, Mercury enters Virgo. And then from the 15th on, it's all about your communication sector. This is the third house. When Mercury, the planet of communications, goes into the third house of communications, this is an excellent time for writers, writing, interviews, contracts, negotiation, local travel. Mercury's so comfortable in this third house that he just thrives in this sector. He does his best in this third house because that's the house he governs on. He's governed by the third sign of Gemini. So that's how we get that information for those of you interested in the astrology 101. So you're communicating with people better, but better yet, they can understand you better. You're being understood and felt like your information is coming across. On the 23rd, the sun enters Virgo as well, and this is this third house of communications. So it's on. You have the support of the sun, the almighty life force, and Mercury, and the new moon on the 25th is 2 degrees Virgo in this third house. You won't have this kind of support for another year. So take advantage of starting the new moon, your intentions in this third house. If you're planning on teaching, writing, anything communications, IT, technologies, this is the time to initiate that. It's a great time for interviewing and looking for new work. Journalism would be excellent at this time for those of you there. You could start something new or hear communications come in about new opportunity on the 25th with this new moon in the third house of communications. Also on the 25th, since we have Venus in Leo at that time, a trine is going to happen. A trine is a harmonious aspect between the planets of Venus and Uranus, because Uranus is stationed in Aries and has been for a few years, but Uranus is retrograde in Aries, now forming a trine between your second house of finance and your 10th house of career. That's a perfect little trine on the 25th for more money and promotion, and in the job you're in, a financial increase or status increase, title increase, 10th house, title, stature, leverage, career, support. You know, those of you who want a promotion or think you deserve more in the workplace and the career, the 25th is the day you want to schedule with your boss and your superiors, because not only are they receiving your messages correctly with Mercury there in this house, in the third house, there's this perfect trine of support and harmonious energy filtered in your money sector and your 10th house of career. They're probably more than likely to just say yes to death. Promotion and title change. In fact, you're the president of the company now. But this could be people who don't have career and who are retired. You could receive more in your pension at this time. There's some crazy aircraft. There's always something going on when I'm doing Cancer's forecast. It never fails. It's like they're going to just drop water on me anytime now from the sky. Or an anvil could fall and we'd, just be like, oh, this is typical Cancer behavior for the forecast. So listen, for those of you who aren't working or retired, this is more money coming in magically somehow in this trine. If you focus a little energy, if you make one phone call, the third house, communications, to whoever's divvying out your money or pension checks or Social Security, there could be an adjustment made. There could be miraculous solutions that happen between finances and 10th house. Also, Jupiter is stationed in your second house. Hello, can we get an amen about the planet of abundance being in your second house of finance and money? So in addition to Venus and the full moon with shared resources, Jupiter is actually giving you all the gusto you need to gain financial support for the next 13 months until August 11th of 2015. So this is an amazing month. And this is, things are just starting with Jupiter. It's not like you have a second with him. You have a long process with Jupiter, and he will be picking you up. As long as you assert yourself and get off the couch, he will be picking you up and placing a lot of opportunity in front of you to really just grab at your leisure. So let me get into the cards and see what the forecast is. And in addition to the airplane now, I hear car alarms. I know I'm going to catch heat from all the people who can't stand a forecast on YouTube without any noise or distraction. Anywho, let's get to the cards. I've shuffled and we'll see what's coming up for you, Cancer. Cancer? Did I just say that? Cancerian. Cancer. Well, this is you. This is the nurturer. This is the Six of Cups. She is pouring just enough water into the earth, but she's giving not too much and not too little. So there's a balance of your emotions here, Cancer. This is something rare for you because you could rip your heart out and give it to someone. The Queen of Coins. Talk about it, because your money house has Jupiter in it, and it doesn't get higher than the Queen other than the King. But this is this woman is in charge and the master of her environment and occupation. And she's also able to pick the fruit that's bountifully ready for her out of her garden. She's ready. She's also earned what she has picked. So she's planted her seeds. She's done her homework. It doesn't come without effort. Now, I think I have pulled this card in every reading. It's the Thinker, meditation, inner thought, going within. And the Five of Wands, creative energy, the burning hand, writers. This is great. Even though it's a fire card and not an air card for Mercury, it does represent writing or expressing through the hands or fingertips, creative endeavors, artistry. But it'd be great for journalism and anything third house. So what the summation of these cards I pulled together would mean to me in a reading. And by the way, I read all through the week. I've been reading tarot for 20 years plus, but I also do a combination astrology and tarot reading on my website if you'd like to visit it at audreyallison.com, and you can book a reading with me. All right, these together, whenever you had a plan initially to either improve your finances, your career, your job, your coin cards, in your environment, think about how these things have easily been manifested in the past. Nurture yourself that way. Think of yourself and your body and your spirit first by meditation and reflection and just taking care of self. You can manifest this dream. Also, people who are working a lot in the third house of IT, communications, writing, short travel. Third house is just so huge. It encompasses a lot. But you have support. You have support, not just planetary support with the third house, but the cards are saying there might be a woman who can lend support. Someone, a female that could lend you money, shared resources. It could come from someone older and maternal, perhaps a mother figure. Or just a grown, experienced woman that you would consider mature and stable in her life. Now, let me use the new Palladini deck. Basically, whatever you're thinking about implementing can actually physically manifest. So with the thought cards of the swords can then become the action of fire and the result of coin. So it kind of, it adds up. So you have to just really, it starts with nurturing the self and really taking care of your body and your mind, the spirit, the soul. Let's see what the new Palladini deck has to say for Cancer, August. Ooh. Empress. Okay, this is the sign. She holds the sign of Venus in her shield. Look how beautiful. It's amazing. Okay, so the Empress is the nurturer. So I pulled the one nurturing card in the tarot big time in this deck, and then got the other nurturing card, the Empress. For those of you with children, this is an excellent motherhood time because of all the nurturing. The Empress is also creativity and fertility and expansion of the creative process, which you have in this card. There's something very profound about Cancerians in August in their resilience, in their effort, and in their ability to not only nurture themselves, but nurture others. My name is Audrey Allison. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I will see you next month, Cancer, and have a sweet day.